What's up, guys? So today I want to feature somebody that I think is really cool because she's got a side hustle that's crushing it. And a lot of us love crypto, right? That's why we're here. We play, we gamble, we do the thing with DeFi, we wait for Bitcoin to go to $1 million. But while we wait, I would encourage you, what are the skills you're picking up? What are the systems and processes you're implementing to make sure that you have a side hustle so that you're not dependent on one little 9 to 5 job? Okay. So if you guys don't know already, I've started an affiliate business where you literally learn everything and model everything I'm doing. It's a 2-day challenge. It's $5. Links in the description. We already have 275 people, believe it or not. Just launched last week. I'm going to cut it, I think, at 300 people. So get in this week if you haven't done so. If you're curious, if you're like, $5, it's a Starbucks, I might want to be in affiliate marketing. Cool, take the 2-day challenge. But I'm also going to feature on this channel periodically people that are crushing it, doing their thing, selling online. So Julie doesn't work for me. This isn't sponsored or anything. She's just a girl that I've been following on Instagram. And I'm like, you want to come on the channel and talk about what you're doing? Because I want to inspire some of the crypto bros here that you legit can have your own business online. You can get into all sorts of niches. In fact, go follow her, link in the description, because every day on her Instagram channel, she covers all these unique ways, stuff I haven't even dreamed about, that you can make money online. And one of them might be something you're interested in. Okay. So follow her, listen to the interview. This is Julie. She's super nice, guys. She's a fellow Canadian. She's crushing it online. And I just want you guys to hear her story. So without further ado, meet Julia. What's up, guys? I'm super excited to have with me Julie the affiliate. That's her name on Instagram. Her name is Julie, and she's actually a fellow Canadian. And I thought it would be cool to bring her on this channel because there's so many amazing women that are just crushing it in the world of digital marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever label you want to put on it. They're just crushing it online. And it's awesome to see so many women that are making way more money than their husbands, their boyfriends, whatever. It's like the internet has really changed things. And Julie's a great example of this. I don't know how we got connected, except the algorithm gods linked us up. And I asked her to come on the channel and share a little bit of her story. So welcome, Julie, to the channel. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And again, I want to mention your shirt is awesome.
Yeah. This is actually friend's company, but I
I love
resonate with the theme, anti 9 to
it.
5.
Me
So
too.
let's
That's
talk
why we're
about
here.
that. A lot of people watching, they have a 9 to 5. They're not happy. They're thinking, man, I didn't sign up for this. They want more freedom. They want more passive income. What led you to get into digital marketing?
Yeah, absolutely. I just knew that, the past couple of years, everything is going digital. I mean, you have the world at your fingertips. Like I grew up in that mindset and kind of like, I guess that brainwash of like, as soon as you finish high school, they just like shove down your throat of like, what are you going to do after high school? Or are you going to go to college? And I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I actually ended up going right to college after, not taking a year off to think about it, which I wish I should have done. I actually ended up taking the same program that my friend took it just because my friend was taking it. So I graduated, took a few years off, and then I worked a little bit in like the tourist industry because I grew up in Niagara Falls. So I was still super young. So I was working. And then I was just like, oh, what am I going to do? And then I went back to school again and got a second college diploma.
This girl is
And then,
educated. Okay, good for you.
yeah, educated. um,
But you
and then
weren't happy, and that's so like
I was
what happened? What
And
changed?
I'm trying to figure it out. And like, that's what's wrong with like society. It's just like they tell you need to go to college.
Right.
Um, and so I just got stuck in this cycle of just like educating myself, but then just not really going forth and getting a good job because it's like there's something stopping me from doing that. And I found that out later on, like when I was doing my co-op at my second college diploma that I had. I was sitting there at the office because it's like a 9 to 5 like type job that I would have had to get afterwards because it was medical office administration. So it's like working in a doctor's office, handling all the paperwork and, talking to clients, scheduling them in. So I was sitting there and I was just thinking like, I really could be on vacation right now. And just like, I could be doing this, I could be doing that. And there was a part of me that started thinking where I really wanted time freedom and I wanted to work smarter and not harder. And I didn't want to trade my time for money. And I was thinking, like, is there something wrong with me where I'm like, am I lazy? You know, like, why don't I want to work? But it wasn't that. I was such a hard worker. It was just more of a sense of like not wanting to just trade my time for money. I knew there was something else out there for me potentially that did not require having to sit here and like be dreading this, you know, for the next however many years of my
Right.
life.
So what did you do? What was
So
the pivot? Do you remember?
so I pivoted. Well, I actually ended up doing bottle service in Toronto. So I
Yeah.
was working and hustling
You were
on
serving
weekends.
Drake his champagne. Did you ever meet
Yeah,
Drake?
actually, yeah, Drake would show up. I worked at the biggest nightclub in Toronto, so Drake would actually show up sometime for like some big performances. And like I actually had the opportunity to like serve Floyd Mayweather, like Fetty Wap, some pretty big like artists and like DJs and that.
And you
And
felt
I
like that. Now you had arrived in life. I'm serving alcohol to these guys that I guess I'm supposed to respect because they're famous musicians. And then
yeah,
life was just happy for you. Or are you saying no, you still
well,
weren't
right.
weren't happy?
Because I was like, yeah, mom, I made it. I'm serving Floyd Mayweather. And he
Right.
had his duffel bag of like $1
Okay.
bills. That's what he always did. I guess he would just carry a bunch of like
Yep.
cash and
I
like,
follow him
yeah.
on social media. I see him what he
You
does.
see him doing that? Yeah. So yeah, he was very, very nice. But it was fun. But the thing is, like, that's not a career. And I didn't want to get stuck in that. But I did it for 5 years. So I was hustling on weekends and I had that time freedom during the week, which I love to just do whatever I want. So with being in that, having that, you know, that time during the week, I would sit there and ponder, and it got to the point where I get anxiety. I'm like, what do I want to, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? And then I eventually invested in a brick and mortar supplement store. So I had my own storefront, was hustling that, had inventory, you know, and had customers coming in, would educate them about products, and it was like sales. And I loved having my own business, but again, it was working harder, not smarter.
Because you had to
There
be
was
there every day. You had to
every
buy
day.
inventory, manage people, hire.
Yeah, hire, yeah, employees and that. And like there's still like that part of me where I was just like, I think that, you know, this may not be for me, especially after COVID hit. That was super rough. So I was like, I need to get into a space where I'm not affected by this and that, whatever was happening in the economy.
Right.
So everything was just being pushed digitally, you know, everything, you know, we have our e-wallets on our phone and all that. So I'm just like, I want to get into the online space. And I kind of dabbled in the online space before, like I had YouTube channel, I looked into doing Amazon FBA, but I ended up getting the store instead. But I kind of went back into that, and I started with Amazon KDP, where you don't have to have inventory. So I was basically writing books and then publishing them on Amazon.
That's
And
crazy. So how did you get from owning a supplement store to selling books on Amazon? Because a lot of listeners are probably like, oh, I can't write a book. I don't know what I'm doing. So can you break down that? Because guys, what I want you to notice is there really is a million ways to make a buck online. Her mentality shifted from, I just got to get stuck at my 9 to 5 working at the doctor's office, or I got to, you know, serving champagne to Drake is cool to brag to friends, but like, I'm not getting anywhere doing this. And then she tries an entrepreneurship. She gets smart. She realizes I could work smart and not hard, and moves to the online space. So when you made that pivot, what got you into like, I'm going to write and publish books with Amazon? How'd you figure that out?
right, just the world of YouTube. So I was looking back into doing FBA, and then lo and behold, you know, those YouTube ads where
Yep.
there's like somebody, a mansion behind them, you know, with a Bugatti, and they're like, hey, you know how I got this,
Bugatti.
blah, blah. Usually I just skip.
You're like,
But then
they
I was
rented
just
that
like,
Lambo.
I was like, this one got me. So I'm just like listening, and he's like, Amazon FBA is dead. Have you ever heard of Amazon KDP? And I'm like, okay, okay, let me see what you have to say. So I signed up to the webinar, input email, and then I ended up purchasing a course to learn how to do that. So, and I've
You
always loved
invested in yourself. So buying courses, guys, isn't really always a bad thing. Here's an example of someone who ended up taking a course, got educated. She didn't just watch YouTube videos and get scatterbrained. Squirrel, squirrel,
right,
squirrel, right? It's you just got focused. You took this course. What became of that? What happened next?
right. And I took the course and I found it was way more valuable than any of my actual college courses that
Yeah.
I took. And it was literally a fraction of the price.
Yep.
So it was well worth it. And the thing is, you get to have these courses that are updated over time,
Right.
as opposed to college that have like outdated textbooks and you're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending if you're like staying in residency or whatever. So just like the courses are just blowing up right now. And 100% I agree, investing in yourself is everything. So I took this course and I learned how to publish my own book on KDP, and sky's the limit. There's no cap for it. So like some books you can make like 40 grand like a month if you really hit it with the market and like find out like what's popular. And
People still buy books, right? Because I'm not much of a book reader. I tend to want to watch the video version on 1.5x, but there's still a market of people that are buying books from people, authors they've never heard of. Because you're an author that they would have never heard of. Like, what are
right.
the niches that are popular? How do you like break that down? Because some people might want to look further into this. And by the way, she's not selling a course on this, so she's just telling us her story of breaking into the online world and making her side hustles her main hustles. So
Right.
break that down. So you decided, I'm going to write a book. Well, what were you an expert in? How could you do this?
Right. And the course teaches you this to find like a gap in the market, to see what people are searching for. Like SEO keywords are everything. So if
Wow.
you
Okay.
go on the search in like Amazon, just tell you quickly, you type in the letter A and it'll give you those most popular things that pop up that people are searching. So if you go under the category books and just type in every letter, you can see what people are searching for. So that's one of the ways to find book topics. And then you look at reviews, and then there's a thing that you can use like on Google Chrome. What is it called? Where you get like the app. It's like an app where basically if you're on Amazon, an application will pop up and it tells you how much each book is actually making. So it yeah, which is pretty awesome. And so I was just looking to see like what do I want to write about? Like what am I interested in? And then I came across the gardening niche, which I love gardening, landscaping.
Who doesn't love
And
a good garden, right?
right. And then so basically, the way the world was going, people are looking to start gardening in their backyards because food prices were high with inflation. So I'm just like, this could probably take off. And now it makes me like a couple $1,000s a month. That's my first book. And I actually have my second book in the works.
Do you run ads for it, or is it just organic? You're making a couple thousand.
So I do run ads, so it's best to run ads. The course teaches you how to do that. And it's pretty simple once you follow step by step. And like, there's a lot of people that are super successful with it. And like some books, yeah, you can make like 40K a month. It's wild if they really take off. So, and there's no cap, so you can just rinse and repeat, and just keep
Awesome.
creating these books. I just hired a ghostwriter. I don't even write them myself. That's a big thing too to mention. So, and there's some people that don't even have great English who are doing this and are just killing it. So that's kind of what I started with online.
I think that's awesome, because like if she's proven the model, guys, and she's already making a couple G's a month, she can just go on to book number 2, book number 3, book number 4, and she's outsourcing it. So she's learning systems and processes, how to do that. And this is what I am doing as well with my own content on Sold by Seller, which is my Instagram reel. I'll outsource it to my content team, and now I provide my content team as a support to people that need help with my affiliate marketing course. So which, by the way, guys, please check out Julia's Instagram. I'll link it in the description below. Give her a follow, show her support, and especially if you're looking for creative ways to make money online, because Julie, all throughout the week, you're posting content And your content, I love it because it's just exposing me and all your followers to people that are making a buck in a million different ways online. Like, you don't have to be, if writing books on Amazon isn't your thing, there's a million ways to make a buck online, and it isn't oversaturated yet, is it?
Right. No, absolutely not. Nope.
That's
And
cool.
like there's so many niches too. And like those niches, there's subcategories of niches, you know. So there's a lot of people that are really finding out that, hey, you know, FBA is kind of like the old way of doing things where you have to buy inventory
Yeah.
and sit on it, try to sell it. And the books is print on demand. And with one book, it's literally three income sources. So it's the audiobook, the ebook, and then also the paperback. So as soon as someone orders your paperback, Amazon prints it and then ships it. It's not like you have to buy all the inventory of these books and then ship them. So I mean, the internet world is kind of crazy. There's really no cap as to how much money you can make if you find the right thing for you.
Right. Now, Julie also works for, I guess I could say, a competitor of mine who also sells a course in the digital marketing. I actually have taken one of his courses, and it's great. So definitely check that out if that's an option for you. Um, are you primarily using Instagram, or is there other platforms you recommend for people that are in the digital space, wanting to get attention, wanting to get more traffic, or is Instagram still the number one for you?
I'd say Instagram is my favorite, but you really shouldn't just make all your content or like post all your content in Instagram. I mean, definitely take advantage of all the other platforms because you kind of want to be like omnipresent on all to see like the most success.
Yeah. What about crypto? You into crypto, since we got a lot of.
I'm actually not into crypto, but I did try and dabble into some options trading before, and like that's when I, you know, it took me a while to
Guys,
kind
find you a woman that does some options trading. That's the lesson here. I love that.
of.
You
I was
you
like
seem to
paper
you seem to
trading.
not be scared to just try something different. And,
Right.
and I think that's a trait that a lot of people, we settle. We hit our 30s and we just decide, well, this is the way it's going to be for the rest of our life. But I mean, if you're 30 and watching this, like, you're still so young. There's so many skills and opportunities out there that people can really, dabble in and figure out what works for you. You don't have to
Right.
get it right on the first shot either.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of how I got started with affiliate marketing because as my books were being written, I kind of had some free time and there was nothing that I was really doing. So I was just like, I'm gonna try and start another side hustle. And then I was just on YouTube and I came across this gentleman. You know, I think like the average girl who is an affiliate marketer is like, oh, I was on TikTok and I came across this mother. Like, no, I was actually on YouTube and I came
Huh.
across this guy who was talking about affiliate marketing. And then he was like, this is the course I took that, you know, has made me like learn how to make thousands of dollars per day. And I'm like, what is this course? What's he talking about? You know, so I just followed his link and it brought me to where I am, where I have now started my own Instagram or like other social medias to create content. And basically, I'm in the wealth niche. So I just help people learn to make money online.
Yeah.
So, and
That's
I'm loving the process and enjoying it.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted you to come on, is because we got a lot of crypto bros on here and they think that they're going to get rich in the DeFi space, investing in all these little protocols, but you're not. You got to build your own little business and you got to step out and try something. So I'm encouraging everybody, go follow Julie, learn a million different ways that you can literally, she makes these 1-minute videos every single day and it gives me ideas on how to like make money. Today, we talked about one of the things that she's doing right now, which is writing books. DM her and message her and ask her about that. Um, and then the other thing too is, like, if you are interested in affiliate marketing, she learned from a guy on YouTube. Well, I'm a guy on YouTube, and I also have an opportunity for you guys. If you do want to take the 2-day challenge, it's still available. Link is in the description. It's only $4.97. Also, you can ask Julie about what the company that she works for as well. So we believe both in that it's a blue ocean out there. We both don't believe it's super saturated, and that there's something out there for everybody. So is there any last words to somebody who's kind of on the fence about getting into the online space, digital marketing, affiliate marketing? They're not sure what to do. They feel stuck. What would you say to that person as we close?
If you feel stuck, I wouldn't say to just start off with Google or YouTube. I would invest in yourself and get a course that resonates with you, that lays it all out. And it's created by people who are in the space and they've done it and they know what they're doing, as opposed to going on YouTube. There's a lot. I started off on YouTube. I was like, I can learn how to do this by myself. There's a lot of free content out there. But the thing is there's like some things that people are holding back on, and they don't tell you the full truth, and there's a lot of controversial information. So I feel like if you invest in yourself, grab a course and learn the skills, invest in yourself, because you are worth it and you should believe in yourself, put yourself out there. And the thing is, like, you don't have to show your face either, and you don't have to have a large following, which is a big thing and misconception, that people think that you have to be successful, and that's not necessarily the case. Just believe in yourself, have the right mindset, invest in a course, and just put your head down, for like a few months, learn, and sky's the limit.
I love that. Well, thank you for coming on and letting a lot of our crypto bros here see a woman who's taken action, is crushing it online. I love it. Guys, link is in the description for her Instagram. Please make sure you follow, show support. And I'm telling you, if you follow her, you're going to learn a million different ways to make a buck, stuff that I've never even heard of. She's on all the trends, and you should just give her a follow. Tell her you saw her on the FUD Farm channel, and that's it. So thank you so much, Julie, and we'll have you back on when you want to come talk about your next business
My
online.
next online adventure.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks, guys. Go ahead, like, subscribe, click all the links in the description. We'll see you in the next one.